Yo, what is up YouTube? Welcome back to another video. Today, we're going to be talking about the Yandere Sim rivals, because you guys voted for it, and they suck! We're going to go in chronological order of each rival in the game, so let's start with...
Osama bin Laden!
Just kidding. Her name's Osana. And actually, let's start there. Her name. Yandere Dev has been pretty open with the fact that he just put random things into Google Translate and named his characters whatever they spat out. So, unsurprisingly, Osana's name literally translates to childhood friend in Japanese. And I don't think I need to explain to y'all why that's stupid. The uniform that she wears and a lot of the other characters wear is... I can't speak from experience, I've never been to Japan, and I don't know too much about this, but a lot of people have blasted it saying it is not accurate or that it looks more like what middle school students in Japan wear, rather than what high school students in Japan wear. Now, of course, every school is different, and therefore every uniform situation is different, but it makes sense. Again, just going to show how little research Yandere Dev did into where the game is set. Something about Yandere Simulator that's important to know, that like any other game, each rival is supposed to get harder and harder to eliminate as the weeks go on. So Osana being the first rival means she's supposed to be the easiest to eliminate. Does that mean she's easy to eliminate? Ah, hell nah. This is Ryberu, and she is Osana's best friend, and she is 6 feet up Osana's ass at all times in the game. There are a few ways that you can get her away from Osana in the game, but for the rival that is supposed to be first and easiest to eliminate, this obstacle is just insane. Oh, and Ryberu is also a martial arts black belt for some reason, meaning that Osana basically has a bodyguard with her at all times. For some reason. According to the world's greatest game developer, he said he didn't want Osana to be too easily beat. But that's like the point, though, of the first rival. It's supposed to be like the easiest one to beat, in my opinion, you know? Level 1 is usually pretty easy. I also gotta point out that up until very recently, Ryberu was literally just a straight rip of a Unity asset that Yandere Dev bought years ago, and technically there's nothing wrong with that because he did pay for it, but it's just really lazy in my opinion. Back on the topic of Osana though, she's actually cool for the reason that she has 2 exclusive to her elimination methods because they have to do with her hair. As you can see, she has these long-ass pigtails, and there are these 2 methods that incorporate them into the elimination. I'm not going to go into detail about what they are. You can find that out for yourself pretty easily, but it's a cool detail, and just pretty unique in general. Can't complain about that. But you know what I will complain about? Her fucking name!
Oh my god!
Alright, this is our next specimen. This is Amai Odayaka, and her name translates to sweet calm, so, I mean, I guess that's not as bad as Osana's, but whatever. Y'all, my fucking Eustachian tube keeps popping, and it's driving me crazy. It's been like this for a week. I'm fucking crying, bro. Oh. Okay, getting back on topic. I don't really have much to say about her. She's the cooking club president, and she likes to bake. That's about it. And Senpai is sad because his friend, like, killed herself, whatever. And, she's like, hey, fat fuck, you want some cupcakes? Honestly, twin, that's not ridiculous.
What the hell are you talking about, bro?
Alright, I'm gonna try to speed through the next few rivals, because I really don't have that much to say about them. This is Kizana, and this is Kokona. And I know what you may be thinking. They look pretty similar. And you'd be right. So, basically, Kokona wasn't meant to be in the game this long, but she became a fan favorite over the years, because she had the role as a placeholder rival for testing out the new features and stuff long before Osana was implemented into the game. And the fact that they look so similar is addressed in the game in the form of a task where you have to get Kokona to change her hairstyle for Kizana. But honestly, I don't know why they even look so similar in the first place. Like, that's kind of questionable. And, you know, it's not a terrible way they go about it, having this task. It's interesting, and it tells you more about Kizana's character. Like, she's kind of a jerk, and she's telling this girl to change her hair because she's, like, jealous or whatever. So, honestly, all in all, it's not the worst way to go about it. However, I don't even understand why they looked so similar in the first place. And to end off this section, I just needed to share with y'all that her name literally translates to annoying snob. So, good job, bro. Alright, next up we got Oka. And I remember her being a massive fan favorite. Like, she was everybody's favorite rival back in, like, the early days of Yandere Simulator. And funnily enough, she was actually in the game for a while as the occult club leader. But once Yandere Dev started working on, like, Osana, you know, a decade ago, he removed her and replaced her with, like, a different one. But honestly, I don't get why they weren't all just in the game in the first place. Let's have a chat. I don't see why they couldn't have just been in the game in the first place. Even if, like, all the methods weren't implemented yet, their characters could have at least existed. They didn't have to start showing up like, whatever, man, whatever, bro. I'm tired of trying to understand this, man. Sports. I really don't have anything to say about her. Not even gonna lie. She was so like overlooked, and she's one of the last normal rivals we'll have, and you'll see what I mean in a second. But honestly, not much to say about this chick. This is Muja Kina, and she is the school nurse at the school that this game takes place, Academy. I think it's Academy. Alright, so let me just start by saying, apparently she's not actually an adult. She's apparently she's a senior there, finishing her education. And to that I say, phony baloney. I think this is just one of Yandere Dev's many ways to make himself look less weird than he actually is, by making excuses like, no, wait, guys, come back. She's not actually an adult. But there's no way you can make that excuse for our next specimen. This is Mitarana, and I just want to reiterate the fact that every rival in this game is supposed to be a love interest of the main male character that you're supposed to be, killing for. So, like, this is an adult teacher, bro.
What?
Interestingly enough, while I was researching, I found a mod that someone made where you get her arrested for, being a pedo. Frankly, other than this being a really weird thing to have in the game at all, it's especially worse when you factor in who Yandere Dev is and what the fuck he's done, because he's, his record ain't clean. And hey man, just when you think it can't get any worse, I'm about to make it so much worse, bruh. This is Hanaco, and she is, I think, the 9th rival in the game you're supposed to face. And she is the main character's, the main love interest character's sister, little sister. So, ref, do something! This is another one of those things Yandere Dev has tried to make clearer and not weird, but I don't care, bro. It's weird no matter what, twin, especially when it's him doing it. I can't take this shit no more. Honestly, bro, there's like 2 more rivals. I don't care. I'm tired, bro. I'm fucking tired. This might be even more painful than talking about Hell of a Boss. If you've watched this far, I really appreciate it. It means a lot. And I'm sorry I went ghost on y'all. I did not mean to do that. I've been really busy lately, but I promise, expect more videos come summer in a more normal schedule for posting. As always, please like and subscribe if you liked what you saw here today. And yeah, I appreciate y'all. Thanks for watching. See ya.